Located in the middle of town, the castle is an important element in Talamanca history from its origin. It was built in the 10th century, and from the original it is still kept the tower basement and some wall extension, as well as 8 anthropomorphic graves dated between the 11th century and the 12th century. The first historic news about the castle existence dates from 967. Very soon it became an attraction site where farmers built their houses as they found protection. At the end of the 12th century, we don't know how, the castle feudal domain passed to the Talamanca family, who gave name to the castle and to the town. The first man of this lineage was Bernat of Talamanca. The family had the property and the power on the castle until the 18th century, although from the 14th century, a crisis in the family caused that they had to get married with other nobles, and so the castle owners lost their locative name. In the 18th century, finally, a daughter of Talamanca lineage got married to the Lord of Castellbell, and they had the first Marquis of Castellbell, who became the Lord of the castle until the middle of the 20th century. When Castellbell family arrived at the castle, it had already lost its functions many years ago, and it had become an agricultural exploitation and the territory administrator. But its strategic location was the cause that during the Succession War it recuperated its functions, and it became a clue site for the Talamanca battle. The Marquis of Poal used it as the operational center of the last Catalan victory against the Bourbonic troops. It is for this reason that after the war in 1717, Philip V ordered its destruction together with all the Catalan houses that had been essential for the Austriacist resistance. But Talamanca didn't have castle for a short time, as in the middle of the 18th century, the Marquis of Castellbell ordered its reconstruction with a big fortified manor where much of the old castle ruins were used. In the middle of the 20th century, the Marquis maintained the castle property, but afterwards it passed to the property of Joan Santamaria, who sold it to Carles Ventura Tapias. Finally, in 1976, it was sold to José de Arauzo, whose daughter is nowadays the owner of the castle. You can visit the castle with a guide, and you can enter some rooms as the old cellar that still preserves the old leather wine containers from 1714, and the spectacular weapons room that is the interpretation center of the Talamanca battle and the Succession War. We can also admire the 8 anthropomorphic graves from the 11th and 12th century that were discovered in the tower base. In the weapons room, there is also a window display with the bones of one of the graves. We can finish the visit climbing to the top of the castle tower and admiring the impressive landscape of the natural park of Sant Llorenç del Munt and the site where the Talamanca battle took place.